YouTube friends, how you doing today? We are going to make some banana muffins. I had some extremely sad looking bananas on my countertop, and I found this recipe on Pinterest. I have made it once before. I will link to the recipe down below in the description box in case you want to try these out for yourselves. But I am going to make a few tweaks to the recipe, which I will note to you right now. It does not call for any salt. I'm going to add a dash of salt because I think it will just bring out the flavors. I'm also going to add at least a teaspoon of vanilla, which it does not call for, and I'm also going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon. It only calls for a shake of cinnamon, and I felt like the cinnamon flavor really did not come through with just one shake. So, all that being said, let's make some banana muffins. So the first thing we are going to do is I have very well smashed bananas here. So we're going to take 2 smashed bananas and we're going to add those right into my bowl. And to that, we are going to add in a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, a teaspoon of vanilla, which I am totally going to just eyeball this. It's probably more like a 1.5 teaspoons, let's be honest. And we're going to grab 1 egg. And I'm just going to crack the egg right into the measuring cup that I already used for the vegetable oil because I am always trying to save as many dishes as possible because I'm not a fan of doing dishes. So we're going to go ahead and add that in. And then I'm just going to go ahead and whisk the wet ingredients together. And then we're going to add the dry ingredients after that. So just give that a light stir. It doesn't have to be super well mixed. And then next we are going to add in our sugar. It calls for white sugar. I may try it with brown sugar in the future. So we'll add the sugar in there, and I'm going to stir that real quick. Just let it dissolve in there. And then we're going to add in our dry ingredients. This recipe calls for 1.5 cups of flour, which I keep a 1 cup measuring scoop right in my container of flour. So there is 1 and half. We're going to use 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And I'm going to go ahead and do a scant teaspoon of cinnamon. I don't want to go crazy on the cinnamon, but definitely more than the recipe calls for. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I am going to add just a pinch of salt, like I mentioned. And this makes 12 muffins. I already have pre-lined my muffin tin. And I've also preheated my oven to 350 degrees. So I'm just going to go ahead and whisk this. I'm going to go ahead and scoop this into my muffin cups, and I just want to make sure that I don't put too much in any one muffin cup because the first time I ended up putting a little more than I should have in each cup, and so when I got to the end I had 11 muffins and ended up having to scoop out of some of the other ones in order to stretch it to that last muffin. So not that 11 muffins is a bad thing or anything, but just makes it easier. So I'm just going to continue to fill these up. You could totally add chocolate chips. One of my other banana muffin recipes that I've tried before does call for mini chocolate chips. So that's always a good option too. They are all scooped out and ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these in the oven, and I'm going to bake them for 15 minutes or until the toothpick comes out clean. They are out of the oven now. I'm just going to do a quick test with a toothpick, and there's a baby in the background. They are looking good. All right.
Mama, it's Mama.
Oh.
Mama now. Mama.
Yeah, Mama. Can you say hi, friends?
Hi, Mitch.
Say thanks for watching. Can you say thanks for watching?
Hey, I'm a king.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys, so much for watching, and I will catch you. in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe,
My
and ring the bell.
baby.